Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for February 9th until the 15th. I'm going to go ahead and start us off by pulling two main themes, one from my Herbiary Oracle and the other from my Quantum Oracle here, just to kind of see if there's any main themes or vibes you're going to be working with for the week ahead. Now, all the cards, the Osteomancy set, as well as myself, have been cleansed and smudged, and we are ready to rock and roll and dive into your vibes to see what's up and coming for the week ahead. All right. All right, first things first, from the Herbiary Oracle, we are getting the number 24 showing up with the plant red clover. This card is encouraging you to center and ground yourself. Now, it's interesting. The clover has a number of different traits about it. For one, it does kind of indicate luck to some extent. So that could be pretty interesting, seeing how that might come up in your cards. Now, we've also got bees here showing up. This could potentially indicate needing to connect and ground yourself through others, seeking out nurturing connections with your friends, family, and loved ones at this time might be a good way to center and ground yourself. For the Quantum Oracle, we're getting the number 1, talking about cycles. Now we've got this baby in the middle of a garden here. This is new beginnings on the way, an open door and a path leading ahead. I'm curious what this is going to hold for the week ahead, Aquarius. So we're going to dive into your Osteomancy first. I'll kind of interpret what I'm seeing, and we're going to clarify it with the Manga Tarot for you. Spirit, what does Aquarius need to know for the week ahead? What does Aquarius need to know for the 9th to the 15th, please, Spirit? Thank you, Spirit. All right. All right, we're just going to clear this stuff out the way. Perfect. All right, so first things first, I can see your spiritual work at this time is currently overcoming some kind of an obstacle. I can also see that your spiritual work, your spiritual endeavors are being protected at this time. So that's really good to see. Now, I can see you very much focused on your spiritual work, your spiritual protections at this time. Your mindset is very focused on your spiritual work here for the week ahead. I can see an opportunity within all this work, the focus, your mindset, the spiritual work. So I'm curious how that's going to play out. Moving forward, I can see a lot of learning and growth taking place within your job, your work, business. This could indicate maybe taking on a new project, a new task. Especially because I can see a short-term goal that's kind of tied in with your work, your job, your business. And within this short-term goal, there's very much an opportunity within reach for you. So I'm very curious to see how this is going to play out for you, Aquarius. It looks like there's an interesting week ahead. So let's dive right in, start asking questions, and see what's going on. Now, I do want to start with the spiritual work because it looks like you're kind of overcoming an obstacle within your spiritual work. As I mentioned, your spiritual work seems to be very much protected at this time. So let's take a look. Spirit, what does Aquarius need to know about this obstacle that's being overcome within their spiritual work, please? More. What does Aquarius need to know about this spiritual work? It's an obstacle. Ooh, all right. So the obstacle you're currently working towards with your spiritual work here, the overall energy is the 9 of Cups. You're choosing to focus on kind of building off your happiness at this time, choosing to focus on the things that bring you joy and true fulfillment in this life. So I very much, this Nine of Cups, especially given that we're talking about overcoming an obstacle and this being tied in with your spiritual work, this kind of really makes me think about centering and grounding yourself through connections with others, because the Nine of Cups very much kind of highlights emotions at this time, kind of seeking out those connections from those around you, especially if you've been feeling a little bit disconnected potentially. Now is the time to seek out those connections for yourself, especially because I feel like the obstacle that you're currently overcoming with this spiritual work is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles talks about feeling worried, feeling like like scarcity, feeling left out in the cold. The solution with the Five of Pentacles is to go inside where it's warm, to seek out help, communications, connections with those around us. And I really like to see this because it's like the Five of Pentacles is something you're moving past. That's the obstacle you're overcoming, is you want to step out of the cold and inside where it's warm with the Nine of Cups. And doing so is going to make you feel like doors are opening, especially with this Wheel of Fortune. I feel, because I mean, the Wheel of Fortune talks about doors opening. The Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter's energy, it's prosperity, it's a change in karma here. And I really like this, especially with this card of cycles highlighting new beginnings. We can see the open door here for you. Absolutely stunning. This is beautiful work here. So just making sure we're staying in this positive mindset, stepping out of the cold, seeking out those positive connections. All right. Now, I do see your spiritual work is very much being protected at this time, so I do want to dive into that. Now, this protection within your spiritual work, it has an opportunity tied to it. I can see that you're very focused on this protection of this spiritual work as well. Trying to make sure you're kind of keeping the ground that you've gained is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Making sure you're not falling back. All right. Spirit, what does Aquarius need to know regarding this protection, this opportunity tied in with their spiritual work? This protection and this opportunity for Aquarius within their spiritual work, please. All right. So the opportunity tied within this protection, I very much feel like you are kind of guided at this time to stay the course, especially because the overall energy here of this opportunity is the Eight of Pentacles. You're being encouraged to stay the course, keep this Nine of Cups energy going. Keep this warmth in your heart going. Do not let up. Keep going. Stay the course, because it's going to allow you to step into better, more empowered energy for yourself, bringing you into a space of more focus here, because you have the King of Cups joining you. This is talking about emotional maturity, feeling very strong, stable, respectable, even in the face of choppy waters. He's very cool, calm, and collected as a frickin' cucumber. He doesn't care. He's got this. Now, the King of Cups also talks about charity. It's giving to others. And not only that, he expresses a lot of kindness as well. So I very much want to highlight this centering and grounding of ourselves here. What makes you feel connected? Like, I just feel like right now you're very much being called to kind of get back in touch with those around you at this time, especially if some of you out there have been feeling disconnected. Now, you've also got the King of Swords joining you here. This is a lot more mental clarity at this time, especially if you've been feeling a little bit foggy. Now is the time where you might be getting a lot of flashes of insight potentially. But really, this is just a lot of kind of being very idea driven and very focused on your mindset here, your goals, things like that. So I'm really liking to see this earth energy with the air and the water. Like, this feels very stable here. Very focused energy. So I want to move forward. I can see your mindset as kind of, it's like I can see this obstacle, your spiritual work, the idea of being protection, your focus, your drive, and this opportunity for a new, better, more empowered space for yourself. I can see this all just kind of clouding, not necessarily clouding, but just kind of taking over your mindset at this time. You're very, very focused on all of this. So I do want to dive into your mindset here. Spirit, what does Aquarius need to know about their mindset? What does Aquarius need to know about their mindset, please, Spirit? Okay. All right. So regarding your mindset, the overall energy, we have Gemini energy showing up for you with the Lovers. Number 6. So this is talking about feeling more at home in the world, feeling more grateful and blessed within your body and the world around you. It's a more positive mindset, a boost in intuition, if you will. So this feels really good. This feels like this is kind of what you're trying to achieve, is a more balanced state of mind here at this time. Now, for some of you out there, this could potentially indicate a love offer coming in. If you're in a relationship already, it looks pretty darn good. However, if you're not looking for love or you're not in a relationship, this really just looks like a more balanced state of mind. That's what we're working towards. That's what we're trying to achieve. You're trying to leave feeling undecided behind, because it's like the Seven of Pentacles showing up. It lets me know you've been feeling like, it's like you've been humming and hawing. It's not, the Seven of Pentacles doesn't typically represent that, but I feel kind of this indecision almost here with the Seven of Pentacles showing up. And I feel like that's what you're trying to move away from, because the Lover showing up is telling you to trust and follow your intuition at this time. Now is the time to trust yourself. Especially with the Ace of Cups showing up as well. The Ace of Cups, once again, is telling you your intuition is spot on. You can trust yourself, your intuition, and your feelings at this time. I can see Spirit here dropping this coin off in your cup. It's overflowing and just kind of giving you, I don't know, it's like bathing you in grace or something cheesy like that. I don't know. I just felt called to say that. So I just feel like right now you're just very much being guided to trust yourself. And I feel like that's going to come from a space of, once again, being centered and grounded. And I feel like this is, kind of a ticket to a new beginning here. Is just stepping into a more cool, calm, collected space, a more empowered space where you're not feeling indecisive, where you can trust yourself, because your decisions come from a space, a deep space of knowing, for lack of better words, I guess. All right. Now I do want to press forward here. I can see learning and growth pertaining to your work, your job, your business, whatever that is for you. So I do want to dive into that, see what's happening with that, because your work, your job, your business, as I'd mentioned earlier on, it's tied to a short-term goal of some kind. It's like your job has like a side quest or something. Maybe it's a contract, or maybe your boss kind of approaches you and is like, hey, I need you to do this random thing that you don't usually do. I don't know. That seems kind of specific, but it's out there for someone. But I do see an opportunity that is tied to this side quest for you. So I do want to check this out. We'll start with the learning and growth side of your work, your job, your business here. Spirit, what does Aquarius need to know about this learning and growth tied to their work, job, and business? What is this learning and growth tied to Aquarius's work, job, and business, please, Spirit? Learning and growth for the work, job, business, please. Ooh, okay. Oh, all right. This looks pretty interesting. So, the learning and growth that is taking place within this is pertaining to and affecting your work, your job, your business. The overall energy occurring within this learning and growth is the Hermit. Definitely some learning energy here. The Hermit is Virgo energy. We love a Hermit around here. So the Hermit is talking about kind of going inward, seeking our solace and isolation, this quietude and stillness in order to obtain a deep inner wisdom. I really like this because we were talking about this deep inner knowing just a moment ago, and we have the Hermit showing up. I feel like that is what you're achieving here. It's allowing you to kind of train your focus and sharpen your wit. I feel like this is kind of allowing you to step into a higher vibration for yourself, especially because we have the Queen of Wands showing up here to join the Hermit. This is some beautiful, fiery energy for you here. The Queen of Wands talks about expressing your power, your creativity. I feel like there's this joyful energy here with these sunflowers showing up. The Queen of Wands is powerful. She's creative and she doesn't give a shit what other people think. Let's just be real here. So I feel like kind of what I'm getting is this deep sense of empowerment you're kind of uncovering within yourself at this time. Going inward with the Hermit is going to kind of help you coming from a place of centering and grounding, right? It's allowing you to emerge, kind of coming down, the Hermit coming down from the mountain with the star in his lantern, being the Queen of Wands here for you. Gorgeous energy. And I feel like you're working towards moving past the Seven of Pentacles, this kind of indecisiveness. I feel like this might be a little bit of a struggle, is just knowing that you can trust yourself. You have some seriously amazing intuition joining you here. You have a lot of deep wisdom as well. You're thinking very clearly. Trust yourself. I feel like this is the biggest message overall is what I'm getting so far is trusting yourself. Because I feel like there is new beginnings on the way. You need to trust that you are able to walk through that open door, that you will recognize this open door when it arises. Beautiful. All right. Now, last but not least here, I do want to talk about this side quest or this short-term goal that's tied to your work, job, and business, because there is a opportunity connected to this short-term goal. So I do want to see what that's all about. Now, if you like what you hear so far, if it's resonating for you, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, especially if it is resonating for you. It really helps me reach more audience, helps me grow my channel. But either way, I appreciate you being here. So thank you so much, and I love you. All right, let's dive in. Enough of that. All right, Spirit, what does Aquarius need to know about this short-term goal with an opportunity tied to it? What is this short-term goal with an opportunity tied to your job, business, please, Spirit? All right, so the overall energy here within this short-term goal, this side quest, as it were, that's kind of branching off of your work, your job, your business. As I've mentioned, there's an opportunity tied to this. The overall energy is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands talks about valor in the struggle. I feel like you're going to be victorious. I feel like it might be a little bit of a challenge, this side quest for you. Like I said, this could be something your boss is like asking you to do that you've never done before, but it's going to be victorious. It's going to be worth it. You're being encouraged to stand your ground, to fight the good fight and tough it out because you've got this. The Seven of Wands can also kind of encourage you to potentially set up boundaries. If there's any kind of negative energy trying to enter your space or plant the seed of doubt, I very much feel like now is the time to not let those energies in. Make sure you are staying centered and grounded here in your endeavors, because you have the Ace of Cups joining you on this side quest, which is wonderful to see again. The Ace of Cups, as I'd mentioned before, talks about your heightened intuition, and you can trust and follow your feelings, your gut, your intuition, as it were. This is a new opportunity, new beginnings. We've seen the Ace of Cups a few times, very much highlighting new beginnings, new opportunities. Now you've also got the High Priestess joining you here. Beautiful energy. This is divine protection happening here in your endeavors, so stand your ground. This lets you know that you are very empowered. You can trust yourself. You can trust your intuition. You are on your path. This is letting you know that you have the skills, you have the wisdom and the intuition necessary to succeed in this goal, in this endeavor here. So just trust yourself. You've got this, Aquarius. This entire reading has been focusing on your intuition, trusting your intuition, not allowing yourself to doubt or feel undecided. Make a decision, stick to it, because you've got this. You have the wisdom and the intuition you need to go on this new adventure, step through this open door, because better, brighter things are on the way for you. So I think I'm going to leave it here, but I hope you have a wonderful day, and I think you've got an amazing week ahead. Trust yourself. Take care now.